Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the pending drop of Schenks and Bombergers. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Vaughn Nieters, and Luke Otero.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Hey-oh, Schenks and Bombergers. A couple of fun names to say, right? Schenks and Bombergers. I like how they're buddied up. You know, they're always get released together. They're friends. So old Schenks and Bombergers.
Hardy, Schenks.
Sounds like a law firm, you know?
Yeah, call Schenks and Bombergers.
That's good.
Instead of Better Call Saul, call Schenks and Bombergers.
So Schenks and Bombergers, we'll talk about that after the break. For right now, Luke said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, so when this show airs, bourbon hunting season has already pretty much commenced with the birthday bourbon from 2024. That's our bourbon hunting season. This is now a hard one to get as well. Didn't used to be. Yep. I'm just wondering if any of you are still looking for one of the unicorns or something anymore.
Yeah. I don't seek out the unicorns anymore. I still get to try a lot of them because there's people that come in and bring them in to taste and things like that. But I don't do that really. I mean, I just feel like we have the ultimate unicorns in the barrel picks, and it's great whiskey. So
sure,
and it doesn't. There's no frustration and there's no upsale prices and stuff like that. I hate playing secondary for stuff. So, it's just easier for me, less stressful, and just to kind of ignore that and let the people that like doing that kind of stuff have their fun. And not that I would turn these down. If I see a Schenks or Bombergers where I happen to be at the right place, right time, yeah, of course I'm buying it. Absolutely, yeah. But I just don't do the bourbon hunting like I used to. So,
yeah. I'm with Steve. I've never been a bourbon hunter. I'm like, if it's there and it's convenient, why not? And if it's reasonably priced, why not? But I've never looked for things. I've never sought things out. So still not.
Yeah. Vaughn Nieters?
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in the same boat with you guys. I don't really seek much out. I try and look for to get like a little book and maybe a Yellowstone limited edition if I can. Usually the Yellowstone's pretty easy to find, so it's not like I have to do any looking for that one. But other than that, not really. I mean, if I see something, I'll usually grab it, but I'm not actively seeking anything out.
Yeah. KK?
I used to keep my eye out for things that were attainable at the time, like Bookers.
Right.
I always like to have all 4 or 6 of the Bookers. But once it became impossible and the whole I'm a whiskey guy thing happened, and they're also bougie about it. If I see it, definitely going to grab it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But usually it's when I'm at the distilleries that I want to see what are they putting on their shelves that I might not be able to find.
Right.
Right. Well, I used to enjoy a little bit of the hunt because it was fun back in the day to do it. But right now I'm kind of in Stephanie's corner that if I see it, I'll get it if it's reasonably priced. Because some of these retailers have gotten on to say, okay, we're going to charge secondary pricing. Well,
Right.
I'm not going to do that.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
So-
feel like hunting just like sets you up for disappointment. But like if you're just walking in the store to buy something basic and you see a unicorn, it's a lucky day. Like you get to pretend
Yeah.
like
Feels good. That feels
Yeah.
good. Sure.
Look at it that way.
Yeah. I agree. To me, it wouldn't feel good if I found a Blanton's. I was lucky enough to walk into a Blanton's. It was $250 and I bought it. There's people that feel good about that. I would feel terrible. I really would. I'm being honest there. Now, I would buy Blanton's at the retail if I saw it. Really, and I would keep it and gift it or trade it or something. I don't. To me, it's something that people so desire that you got to buy it if you see it at the right price. But the paying crazy prices for it, I honestly don't understand it. I don't.
Bouncing around, people are like, I went to 7 liquor stores today and didn't get a single thing I wanted. I'm like, I'm sure they had other great things you could have bought.
Right.
You went your own day. Why would you do that to yourself?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I asked the question because of the topic of today.
Right.
And,
Yeah. It's a good question.
It used
It
to be, Steve and KK. Remember, Bombergers was just readily available.
Right.
You could just get it, but you can't. I can't now.
Yeah. I do know where it's at. If anybody is in the area, Royce Neely, Becca, it's one of Becca's bottles, and she hides it on if you're looking at the shelves on the wall by the garage, facing towards the garage, all the way to the right, like the third shelf up behind some stuff, pull some stuff out of the way. That's where she hides her Bombergers, and I get into that every time I go. That bottle's getting low now. She needs to get Note to Becca, if you listen to this, get a refill on that Bombergers. You're getting low. Oh, it's great.
Wow.
It's so great because she tries to hide it on me, and I'm like, no, I'm better than that. I know that game.
Wow.
She gets so mad, but she has to go to bed early. If she could stay up and hang out later with the guys, she could protect her Bombergers. But
She needs to like have her own closet. Oh.
Yeah.
The funny thing is she told me that she puts other whiskey in there. It's not even Bombergers.
Oh, that's false. That's false. I know Bombergers. It's got that cherry note. It's like we play a little game sometimes on Fridays where Steinkamp brings in something, and right away, as soon as I smell it, I'm like, banana note. We know that this has to be, brown Foreman, and sure enough, it was a Jack Daniel's product. So right away. So. Good stuff. All right. Well, what we do next is we take a drink of something. What does everyone have? Let's start with KK. KK, what do you got?
I'm going to open up my Bombergers. No, I'm kidding. I don't have a
I was going to
Bomberger.
say, I don't have one either anymore. It doesn't last long for me. I gotta rely on Becca's.
I got an Old Pepper. It's the barrel pick, the rye that you guys got. Fresh crack, too.
Okay. Oh, that was a good one. Yep. There's our leader right there. Anybody can take a swing at that one. Good luck. We'll let Von Nieters go next. Let's see what he can do here.
I'm going to try and take the run at it. I've got Booker's Storyteller batch. First crack.
Ooh.
Wow. I think that
You
he
gotta
got
go
her,
with
but
that.
I'm going to throw it to Luke. Luke, who has the lead?
KK, I love you, but Von Eater's got you.
I think so too. I honestly think he did. Yeah. All right.
Well,
McNew
despite how wrong Luke is, even though he has glorious hair, I will accept this ruling.
Yep, you have to. That's a key part
When
of
you
our
throw
rules.
it to a judge.
You got to live with it, even though as wrong as they are. You have to live with it.
I think last week though, KK, I threw you back in after you were eliminated, so you can take a
Oh
look.
yeah, that is right. She brought you back from the dead last time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm judged today. It's fine.
All
These
right,
clips never too much. It's a hard truth pick from the Indiana. They're so pretty though, but they don't do much.
Yeah, it's natural cork, and once you get that initial pop, the initial pop's usually good, but then after
Initial
that,
pop's great. And then they're
forget
just
it.
like, nope,
forget
never
It might
again.
be your best one of the night so far, though. So
Yeah. I've got American corn whiskey. Right, look at this, the size of this liter bottle. It's amazing. So it's from Leopold Brothers. Their corn
Nice
whiskey.
bottle.
Yeah. That was nice. That was
nice.
That was nice, but it's not going to take the lead. It's not going to take the lead. So Von Nieters has the lead, but Luke has yet to go.
I've got Buzzard's Roost single barrel.
Okay, nice. No.
Nope.
No. Not enough power to that one. So the win goes to Von Nieters. Cheers to Von Nieters.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about Schenks and Bombergers getting ready to drop around the country. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hello, this is Jeff from Iowa, and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily with Steve and Miss Becca Sue.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about the release of Schenks and Bombergers.
Yes, we are. The one thing I think we'll notice, a lot of times people try to go with the theme, and no one had a Schenks or Bombergers there, so it seems like a while since any of us have found it, so yeah. So it's tough to find, folks. If you see it, I guess grab it, because you're probably not going to be able to go back and get it later if you have second thoughts if you pass on it. So
Yeah.
You might as well give up on getting any of Becca's, because Steve has been killing that now.
Oh, she tries to hide it. Oh, yeah. Like, I'm not going to look. Like, I'll just give up. I'll just be like, oh, that's a bummer. It's like 2 rows deep. Like, oh, yeah. I got you. No, that doesn't happen.
So,
all right.
KK, what's the story behind this?
Yeah, KK's got some information here. What do you got?
So it's from Michters. Michters.
Mm-hmm.
This year, let's see, we've got some tasting notes.
Okay.
Shanks is bringing in the balance of flavors.
Okay.
This doesn't sound good. It says it balances so well you might not even realize you drank it. Like,
That's really a tasting note?
I think Michters needs to get a hold of these people that publish this and complain.
You might not realize you drank.
It's so good you don't even know it.
It's just that good. You're left distracted.
They just start selling empty
Considering
bottles.
it.
It'd be like, this is
Yeah,
a really good
it's
shake.
just so it's as refreshing as a bottle of water. But they've got this is the Shanks we're talking about first. It's a sour mash style whiskey with 3 types of rye in the mash bill.
Okay.
And it's in barrels that are 24-month air seasoned, which are harder and harder and harder to get.
They are. There was some dedication to get those, so yeah.
It's hard.
And the oak is sourced from France. Bottled at 91.2, and they're selling it for $110.
Okay.
110's not bad. Like, I wouldn't even.
For an LE, limited edition one these days, 110, that's pretty good.
Yeah, only if you can find it for 110.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then when we go to the Bombergers, which I do remember tasting, and it is very cherry forward.
Did you lose it?
I did. Has some malted rye in its recipe.
Okay.
And it uses chinkapin oak.
Ah, okay.
Don't tell Gary.
Yeah, Gary gets mad about that. He's
mad.
He's the pioneer of that, which is the kind of stuff Kathy just tosses at him. She can get Gary so angry. Don't go on a tour at Gary's place with Kathy, because she'll get Gary wound up at some point with some question.
I'll mention that Bombergers is aged in chinkapin oak, and his head will just explode.
He could have patented that. He could have taken it for himself. He didn't. Other people are allowed to use it, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the chinkapin accentuates the dark chocolate and stewed fruit notes of the big whiskey. So they call this one big, offering bold, rich complexity and a long, lingering, warm finish. So I'm guessing you like this one better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it didn't go down like water.
Yeah. I personally am a bigger Bombergers fan. Luke, I know before the show you said you were too. What about the rest of you guys? You like Bombergers or Shanks?
I've
never had
Bombergers.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had Shanks and I liked it, but I'm not big on cherry flavors and whiskeys. Okay. I might probably still like the Shanks better. I would try it, Bombergers, but I'm going to go Shanks probably.
Okay, she's a Shanks person. Makes sense.
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I think I tried one or the other or both at one of the bottle shares, and I don't remember.
It was one of those bottle shares.
One of those nights, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that was one towards the end of the night. So,
Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm excited.
Those taste profiles tend to get lost.
Yeah, they get a little fuzzy, huh? So, so we'll see what happens, and we'll try to get in the shop too. But if we get it in the shop, we won't get enough where I can get any myself. It's always customers first on that stuff. So, but maybe someone will take a kindness and open it up while they're there and let me taste it. That'd be good.
Maybe.
That'd be nice.
For me, if I can find it under $200, I'll buy it.
Okay.
But if it's over that, I'll get a pour someplace else.
Yeah, that's always a good option too.
What's a reasonable price for a pour? What would you guys pay for a pour of either one of those?
Yeah.
$20.
Who's buying, you or me? If Von Nieters buying, I'd go up to $100 a pour.
We're all buying for ourselves.
We're going Dutch.
Oh, darn it! Oh.
I'd go.
I don't know that I've ever had like a really expensive pour that I paid for myself. I've had some people paying basically with expense accounts buying some really expensive stuff. So I don't know. I'd say $25, and that probably doesn't get me in the game. So I probably wouldn't be able to get it. So yeah.
I'm kind of with Steve, 25, 30. I'm not paying much
Right.
for a single.
Yeah. I just have too big of a collection with so many nice bottles. It's hard for me to justify going in and dropping $100 on a drink.
Right.
That's tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think $20 is the most I've ever spent on a pour. So
Yeah.
I don't really feel comfortable spending much more than that because of
Yeah.
what I have at home too.
Right.
But if you get a big enough glass, you can pour yourself $100 pour at home.
Right.
Well,
This
of
is-
course.
This is true.
Different, though.
That's different. Yeah. Exactly.
When I'm out, though, I'm like, do I want one pour of this one thing, or do I want to have like 2 cocktails? Like it kind
Right.
of.
Yeah.
But
And your collection, and I know you pay for this stuff up front. I'm not saying it's free, but it sure feels like it's free when you're pouring it at your house, right? I never think it like
It's
I'm not
just
gonna have
like
a big
Apple
pour that
Music.
way. Yeah, it's
free.
like it's free. It's like the Apple Music. Yeah.
You pay for it and then it's free.
It's free.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just like groceries. Do we want to go to dinner, or are we going to cook something? It's free because we already bought them. It's in the freezer. Free.
Exactly.
It's free.
Exactly.
Yeah. There you
So
go.
that was
Free.
$500 yesterday. It's free today.
McNew math works right now.
It does. It does. Yeah. Yeah.
It works for me.
Yeah. So there you go. There's a little bit about Schenks and Bombergers coming to a market near you. That stuff's across the U.S. So that's the cool thing about it is it's everywhere. It's also nowhere. You know, it's one of those things where it's so tough to find. It's everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So good luck if you happen to run into one. Like I said, grab it. We'll wrap this one up by talking about where people can find us. We're going to start with Von Nieters. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Von Nieters.
Kathy,
You can find me on Instagram at KK Cask Strength.
Luke,
You can find us at Santa Fe Boutique Wines on Instagram, and you can find me on LinkedIn.
all right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's going to be abvnetwork.com. You got to check that one out. Everything that we do is out there. Previous shows, blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We've always got activities and classes and events going on. You can look for those along with everything else that we do at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you're in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.